There we go. It's just taking a minute. All right, you guys, we are so excited to be here with you today. As always, on Thursdays, we're doing these success stories with people who I have had the pleasure of working with in my 8-week program. And today we're going to introduce you to Nyomi, who is Canadian. We love our Canadians. And she's going to just share with you some of the shifts that she was able to make in her practice that took her from being, you know, just a hobbyist, not making livable wages, to, you know, to really having a thriving practice of her own. And I think it's a very, very exciting and encouraging story. And we want all of you guys to hear it. So Nyomi, just give me 1 second. I'm just going to double check, since this is a new way of broadcasting here. I just want to double check that we are in fact live. Yep, looks like we are. That's fabuloso. So let's see, hold on. Got a couple things on my screen I have got to arrange so that I can see you properly. Okay, good. All right, so here we go. So everybody, this is Nyomi, and she is in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. How long have you been a registered massage therapist?
Well, I've been practicing since 2015. Yeah. In Canada, we can start practicing after our first year. So I ended up practicing immediately because I had clients that wanted to continue seeing me from my clinic at our school. And that's where the problem started.
What problem? Tell me.
So I never told you this.
The story unravels.
Yeah. I was charging my clients $20 a massage. And
I don't even know what to do with myself right now.
And then when I graduated,
why, Nyomi? Why? That's because a big WTF. Can we put that on the screen? WTF. No, I get it. But really curiously, like, why? Because I think a lot of people are doing things like that. Why were you doing that?
Because I was charging them the student rate, and the student rate is what they were able to pay at our school. And so that, because I ended up getting people from my school, and I got permission from school and everything about getting all of that done. And because that's what shaped my practice was clients coming from school, having the expectation that that's what I was worth, was like the $20, or maybe that's what I felt like I was worth. And because I started so low, I felt like I could not raise my rates.
You were imprisoned by what you had ingrained in your clients. Yeah. Oh, that's a bad place to be.
And then I would be so nervous about, okay, now I'm going to increase it to, let's do like $1 a minute. $1 a minute.
$1 a minute. Dun, dun, dun. La, 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 la. I love you so much. Oh my gosh. Seriously, you guys, it's like the rookie mistakes.
Yeah, playbook. But that's after I increased it to 30. So I went from 20 to 30, and then $1 a minute, and $1 a minute I was losing sleep over. And people
raising it.
Yeah. And in Canada, most people can get it covered by insurance. So it's like not even out of their pocket.
Wow.
Anyway. Yeah.
What did that feel like for you? I mean, you knew you were undercharging. Right?
Oh yeah, like I can feel there's tightness just thinking about it too. It's like, what was I doing?
Yeah, that can't feel good. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Hold on. I have to find a way to I noticed I'm still getting Facebook notifications from Messenger that are chiming, and I just have no way of turning that off. Give me 1 second. Okay. So then where were you at when you found me? Was this 1 year into your own practice? Give us the timeline.
So my practice started in 2016, and I was working from home. I had a space in my basement, and it was not ideal at all. But it's just what was working for me at the time. But what wasn't working is that I was super casual. So now it's 2019. So it was about 3.5 years. now since the time that I started doing all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been super casual since. So casual meaning I'm doing less than 10 per week. Yeah. And
was this your only source of income at the time?
I had another source of income too, but this was I went to school for massage, right. And I believe so much in the profession, and I wanted to be a massage therapist.
Yeah. So you're already off to a rough start.
Yeah, off to a rough start.
And then how did you find me?
Through the 5-shift webinar.
The webinar. Yeah. Was that must have been like a big eye opener for you, I would imagine. At least you got a couple
oh yeah,
like a come to Jesus conversation.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like in Canada, like we have a lot of education here, and I thought, well, what am I going to learn on Facebook, or what else is there here for me to really know, or what, like maybe this applies to just the US, because there's a little bit like education is just different around the world. And I thought, okay, well maybe it's just a US thing and it won't apply here, but it does.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. I have a lot of my Canadian students always approach with like, but is this going to work in Canada? You know, and I'm like, yes, it works in Canada. As long as you're a human being, it will work. Yeah, totally. Okay. So then you joined my 8-week program in May of 2019. And just tell us what's the number one thing that you accomplished in 8 weeks?
Oh, well, my goal at the end of the 8 weeks was I want to have a week where I have 15 clients booked up. And because I was lucky that I was getting 10 people, maybe 10 people, and every Sunday of that week, I'd panic like, oh, I only have 2 people booked throughout the week. And then that's what I mean by casual. It would be like people would just kind of pluck in here and there. And I'd have to wake up in the morning. Am I having any people booking in? Maybe I'll get a phone call. Maybe I'll have an online booking, that sort of thing. And then by the end of so I achieved my goal. But then the thing that.
So you had a week with 15.
Yeah, that was
kind of your marker for you. Yeah.
And then I had a week of 20. And then I had a week of 25. I'm like, okay, Nyomi, what's going on here?
Goodbye, struggle. Now I give you a whole new set of problems, didn't I?
So I graduated the first week of July. And that first week of July for 2 weeks is typically the slowest time for massage therapists in Canada, and where I'm from in Calgary. And I was fully booked up. I was making double than what I was making in the month of April. Wow. And the other thing about that too is I ended up taking time off during those 2 weeks, and I was still making double.
Wow. Talk about momentum and growth, like real growth. Okay, so let's backtrack a minute. So what problems were you dealing with when you decided to book a call with me? Like paint us the picture. I know you said you were, you'd panic every Sunday because you'd look and you'd have a whole 2 appointments. Maybe you'd finish out the week with like 10, right? What else was going on?
On a good week. That was like
on a good week.
Yeah. The other thing that was happening too is that I felt, it was kind of buried deep, this sense of shame of being a massage therapist, or that I didn't have enough worth. And that was part of the undercharging too. I took a lot of continuing education and just trying to supplement, maybe like cover up part of that fear or that feeling that I did not have the worth to provide my clients. And there's something.
Was that like a thing before massage therapy, or did that kick in? Yeah. So just ongoing struggles of I'm not good enough, just some childhood stuff, basically rearing its head. Yeah.
And it mirrored itself in massage therapy. I wanted to be a massage therapist. Well, for now it's like 15 years ago. And I was told that it wasn't a real career, and Nyomi was like, there's other options out there. And I even had a corporate job that I quit because like, oh, this is just not jiving with me. Like there's something else out there, and I wanted to make more of a difference and help people.
Yeah. And then you said you used to cry after your massage
yeah.
treatments. Why
Yeah.
was it because of that, or what was it?
I don't know what it was
I
exactly
remember
because
us talking about that, but
yeah,
you
and we worked,
reminded me,
yeah, we
like,
worked through it in the
yeah,
program
yeah.
and it shifted. That doesn't happen at all anymore.
Mm. What
um,
was the,
and
remind me again, what was the breakthrough? Like, what was that about for you?
the breakthrough as far as like
Like, why were you crying after your massage
oh, I was
appointments?
crying. So
Yeah.
um, I would give and give, and I think there wasn't a balance between what I was giving and what I was receiving, maybe in payment, but also there was a block in confidence there. I felt like I needed to fix people to that 100% in
Mm.
30 minutes.
Mm.
And if
Which
I
just
didn't,
reiterated the not enoughness
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So every treatment, even if they loved it, even if they were wanting to tip me, I felt like I defeated them.
Mm. Wow. It's
And
so
there was no, yeah.
powerful.
Hmm.
It's so powerful, like, because, and I say this because I literally, I've talked to thousands of massage therapists, and it's never surprising to me how much those unconscious, buried, just long-standing issues with confidence, money, and self-worth are probably some of the biggest factors in why massage therapists struggle. So yeah, it's really interesting. Wow. Okay. So then let's see, you were having a hard time getting new clients. Your business wasn't growing. What else, what other
No,
problems were you having when you reached
it
out
was all
then?
passive.
Yeah.
Marketing, like there was zero marketing. It was all word of mouth, but it was all passive.
Yeah.
So I was just letting people run my own business,
Well,
essentially.
how was that feeling for you? Not awesome.
No, no.
Hello, clients. You
Yeah,
decide what I'm doing with my life.
yeah, pretty much. And then also kind of reiterated those the
Yeah.
past feelings that I had from like previous boyfriends saying that, oh, I don't want you to do this, or it's not a real career, or
Mhm.
so I had this feeling like, oh, I wanted to prove different because I know how great massage is and how great of a career it can be. Well, it is.
Yeah. But you were the biggest barrier.
I guess so.
Yeah, you were the barrier. You
Yeah.
didn't know that. Look, it
No.
always looks like it's the circumstances, the economy. I don't have good clients. People won't pay my rates. Those are all just justifications that keep you powerless and small in
Mhm.
something that you should feel powerful, because for heaven's sake, it's your business, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You said $2,000 plus in lost revenue every single month.
Yeah, and that's what clued me in. I was like, okay, if this is happening every single month, I need to call Rebecca
Yeah.
and make that call and see if there's something that I can do to change this. Because I invested so much time and energy and money too to get where I am right now.
Yeah.
And I'm underserving people because I am only doing this casual hobby.
Right. Which wasn't what you wanted anyway. You wanted to make it a real career and make a real
Oh,
living doing it. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the real reason that you had to solve these problems? Like, what was the point for you that you realized, oh my gosh, if I stay on the collision course I'm on,
I'm going to have to find a retail job or, do the find somewhere that I don't really want to work at, or maybe it was not necessarily my vision.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and nobody wants to feel like they went to massage school to not live their dream, to
Hmm.
fail at their dream and compare themselves to other massage therapists who seem to be just crushing it. And you're like, what's wrong with me? You know? Yeah, something you want to do for 10 years, you said, before going to school. But
Hmm.
you said, when I finished school, I continue to be in hiding.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So what shifted for you? Because you're not in hiding anymore.
No, I'm not. I have my own clinic practice now. I'm
Yeah,
out of the basement.
you're a badass.
Yeah.
Confidence. You said in my elevation of confidence, like, what were the barriers? Was it just that old childhood stuff of I'm not enough? Was it really that? Or were there just other things like the actual strategies of how to run a business? Like where do you feel like the confidence came from?
Well, it was everything within the program. So every week opened up a new treasure that is built on the process. So it's not, the mindset, that's a big part of it. But the other part of it too was the strategy and the structures involved. And there's a lot of thought as far as like why we have certain things on one week compared to another week. And it really builds on the progress.
Yeah.
And there was a foundation too that I didn't have elsewhere. So just me reading a book or like I'm a smart person. I excel at what I do, but there's lack of strategy and structure out there. And that's what this program has to offer.
Yeah. And also for you, that critical piece was uprooting the I'm not enough stuff, the shame. Because if you don't uproot that, well, good luck with any of the strategies that you're going to employ. Because what's running the show is a scared, sad person instead of, a confident business owner. It's so funny for me to think that you were ever like that. Like, I don't know you to be like that at all,
No, and I don't think other people know that either.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we do
because like my clients that would come in, they would think that, oh yeah, she's good or whatever, but little did they know that I felt like crying or I was crying or nervous wreck between clients. So I
what
knew
are you charging now?
Well, I'm upping my prices soon, but I'm charging $90 an hour, and that's industry standard.
That's more like it.
Yes.
Than 20 or 30 or 60. What tell us what's one of the things I told you to do that you kind of thought, because again, look, if it was just about getting the information, you guys, no one would be struggling. And if it was just about being a skilled massage therapist, nobody would be struggling. So there are often things that I have my students do in my program that they're just like, why are you asking me to do this? So share, like what's one of the things I asked you to do that you were skeptical about, but then just got some surprising results with?
Yeah, there was a strategy. And as soon as I heard about it, I'm like, oh no, that's not for me.
A marketing strategy.
A marketing strategy. And the funny thing too is that I used to help with marketing in the past too. And so it's not like I didn't know how to do these sort of things, but it's like, no, I don't want to do it. And that was a little voice in my head. Well, but I came here, I'm committed, I'm coachable. And I went through that, and there was support with not only the program, but also with the design team too. And I rocked it. So without going into too much detail.
By the way, it wasn't chair massage, you guys. Okay,
No.
I don't teach that people do chair massage to get clients.
I actually did
in case
zero.
You're wondering, I only teach the things that work.
Yeah, there was zero effort on that part, actually, on my part. So it was with that strategy, it was like 30 minutes of my own time to put into it, and that's what made me fully booked up in the months of July and August.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got fully booked up in the summer. You doubled. Did you say you doubled? I can't remember. Let's see. You said something like you doubled your business, or you obviously got a lot more new clients coming in because you did have that goal of having 1 week with 15 clients, and then it went to 20 and 25. So you definitely grew. And you said, now I have all the good problems like being booked up for 3 weeks. Right?
Yeah. And then there was another strategy too that paid for the program too.
Yeah. Well, that's my goal. It's like I ask people to invest a lot because I only work with people that are committed and coachable and resourceful, because if you're not those 3 things, you're not going to succeed at anything you do. Right. So I demand a lot of people, but I also deliver on my commitment, which is that you get 10 times the return on that investment. You know? So people just have to trust and go, okay, I'm going to just freaking do this and throw myself in and with the commitment to get the results. So tell us what other things happened for you during the program, or in your life. I know we rebranded you. Right?
Rebranded. So new business name, new website, new logo,
New space. You
New
moved out of your
space.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this central location, and that's one of the other key things too, is that I have people all over the city, and we're a sprawled out city. It's not a small town by any means.
Mm,
1.3 million people, and
mm.
I have people all over, and even from the outskirts of the city too, coming to see me.
Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
because of one of the strategies that happened. So that was like, just because I'm where I am is not a barrier for other people. Like, they still come see me regardless. They'll
Yeah.
drive like 30 minutes to come. And
That's so
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Like, what a boost for your confidence,
Mhm,
like to know that you're worth that. You're worth the
mhm,
drive, you know?
mhm.
Do you feel like you're in competition with other massage therapists?
No,
Do you worry about that now? No. Yeah.
no, no. If
Yeah.
someone wants to know, like, who do you see as a massage therapist? I'll tell them.
Yeah.
No, it's like,
Yeah.
I just believe in the profession.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
great. Yeah. And you said the assignment that I give people at the beginning of the program, you basically paid off the program the first 2 days of the program,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
So where are you at now? Because we got a real sense of your struggle and where you were and the things that were in the way, but just kind of give us a sense of just, where you are now. I mean,
Well,
obviously I can see your confidence in front of me, right? That's
mhm.
obvious, but what else?
Well, I have all these good problems that I thought only therapists would have, like 20 years into their career. As far as being fully booked up, like 3, 4 weeks out in advance.
Mm,
Uh, and my city has a bit of a recession going on too. So it's not like
mm,
we're booming by any means, but uh, and, but the thing is, now I have all these like good problems. The program and the group, all the graduates are all here to support me too. So it's just like, they reevaluate and move forward. So it's just growth
yeah.
builds on growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
great.
I don't feel overwhelmed by any of these problems. They're not really a problem. It's just like good things that are going on in the business.
Yeah. And that's the confidence piece. I mean, like, that's my goal, is my outcome for everyone, is that you're a kick-ass business owner. Like, you
Hmm.
have what massage school didn't give you.
Hmm.
You've got all the mad skills and
Hmm.
training and education and all that stuff,
Yeah.
but that you show up confident, ready to run your business, that you're not afraid, that
Hmm.
you're not letting your clients run your business. You have control over it.
Yeah. And all my previous clients, they followed me, and they're paying the regular prices now. Like
Did you lose clients when you raised your rate to 90?
no, I gained clients. They referred more people. Like,
Right?
they didn't know how to refer me before. It's like, I know this person who works in their home from the
And she's dirt
basement.
cheap.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It's so counterintuitive. So
Uh-huh.
many people are afraid of, if I raise my rates, I'm going to lose clients. And you raised your rates $70 because you were
Mhm.
severely undercharging, and you
Yeah.
actually have more clients. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have no shows, and people, like, there's no one cancels within like, everyone respects the cancellation policy.
Mhm.
I don't have any cancellations where I'm unable to fulfill them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, you have a waiting list, or like if
Yeah.
somebody needs to cancel and you can just
Yeah.
plop somebody else in. Yeah.
Yeah. But people keep
Amazing.
their appointments because they want to come see me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Just curious. I mean, you've got what you wanted, in a matter of months. You have a full, thriving, totally legit, respected in the community kind of practice. What do you feel like is next for you in terms of your own professional and personal development?
Oh, good question. Well, I'm working on work-life balance,
Hmm.
and that's one of the big things that, and that's covered too within the graduates too. We're all talking about that.
We're always working. I'm still working on work-life balance. Like, it's kind of like an ongoing thing, but
Uh-huh.
yeah,
But yeah,
good.
but that's reflected in my new schedule for 2020, and I'm increasing my prices. And there's other strategies that I'm also doing too, that I learned from the program to make 2020 a great year.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Awesome. Yay. I'm so proud of you. I have to just for kicks. Okay. I have got to pull up. I've got your discovery call application. Okay. This is March 12th. Because I remember you enrolled in the program and then you like went on a vacation or something and you didn't want to
Yep.
start for a little bit. But I remember I was like, if you need anything in the meantime, just email me. And we were like, you know, had some court, you were like, my business name, my business. I'm like, yeah, we got to change your business name, right? Things like that. So this was March 12th. Okay. I said, briefly describe your current massage practice. He said, I was working casually, working with my home practice. I'm now working for myself exclusively at my own home. My previous branding was providing therapeutic treatment in a relaxing setting. I want to provide relief of pain, inflammation, scar tissue, and enhance mobility. I enjoy educating my clients. And then I said, what's the biggest reason for not hitting your goals? And you said passive marketing with word of mouth and having my clients book when they feel like it. Right. That's like going to your dentist and he's just like, whenever you want to come back and fill those cavities, it's fine. Right. And also you said you were a care provider for your mother, you know, so you had some stuff going on in life, of course, as everybody does, that can, you said, I don't contact my clients to rebook. I burned myself out of my full-time job. I wanted nothing to do with marketing because I was drained. Yeah, like totally, you know, floundering about in terms of, I can really smell the symptoms of not having any control over your practice, you know. But you said, I want to uplift, inspire, and educate my clients, but also the massage therapy profession, you know. And I just really want to congratulate you on a massive transformation, massive breakthrough, because yeah, obviously you guys, the woman that's right here before me today is exuding confidence and joy and gratitude, and that you get to also have the external manifestations of that. You know, you get to have the practice, the clients, the revenue, and the influence in your community. I'm so proud of you. It's great.
Thank you. Yes.
Is there anything else you want to share?
So this can be done anywhere. It's not just something that's specific to the US, it's a worldwide.
Yes, it does work for Canada and the UK and Australia and New Zealand and all that.
Yeah. And I just feel like there's whatever I dream, I can now manifest. And there's this support and community with the program that basically whatever I am can be the limiting factor, or I can also be the person that lives my dream.
Yeah. Yeah. And we had a great time in Las Vegas, didn't we?
We did. Yeah. On a retreat.
Oh, I love being with you guys in person. It's so much better than online. I mean, online is great. Obviously, we couldn't do what we do around the world were it not for the internet, but boy, that was so fun to do our retreat and get to soak up all the vibes of these amazing, successful massage therapists. So yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate you. Let's see, I'm looking at this and I'm not quite sure even how to end our meetings as we're doing this through a totally different way, but let's just do this. Why don't we just say goodbye to Nyomi? You can just leave you can leave Zoom, and then I'll just wrap up. And then you and I are going to be talking also just privately for a second. So just stand by and I'll just message you on Facebook message. Okay. All right. Thanks, Nyomi. Appreciate you so much.
And thanks so much for what you do, Rebecca, too.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's my joy. You're so welcome.
Yeah.
Really is the best thing on the planet. I think I have the best job in the world, which is empowering healers to get their gifts out there and make a living doing it. I think.
Yeah. So. And bringing together us as a community as well.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. So,
all right.
Thank you. Okay, honey. All right. We'll see you. Okay. So that's that, you guys. If you have any questions, put them in the chat below. And if you have any atta girls for Nyomi, I mean, look, you guys, I am under no delusion that it is scary to put yourself out there. It is scary to build a business when you've never done that before. It is scary to risk failing at something that is so important to you. You know, your practice is personal. It's like putting your heart out there. And it just brings me so much joy to see you guys thrive and execute proven strategies and develop core competencies and skills so that you really do have control over your life and your practice. that's what I do. That's my job. And it's always my pleasure to serve you guys. So if you have any questions for Nyomi or for myself, just post them in the comments below. And if you are interested in seeing if you have what it takes to be the next person in my 8-week program, yes, we are selective. We don't let everybody in the program, okay? We wanna make sure it really serves you. We wanna make sure it's a good fit. We wanna make sure it's the right time and right place for you to get your business to wherever it is that you want it to be, you know, maximizing your profits, maximizing your impact, and really doing what you want to do with your practice. Then I would just invite you to reach out to me through my Facebook page. It's Rebecca Overson Coaching, or you can certainly go to my website, which is rockyourmassagepractice.com. You can click on the work with me link, and that gives a little kind of overview of what the prerequisites are for the program. And then there's a link there where we invite you to book a free 60-minute call. You guys, this is not a sales pitch, okay? We're going to dive deep into what you really want and what's not working and where you want to go. And I have so many people that I talk to that say, you know, that call just changed my life. It will give you clarity. Whether we decide to work together or not is kind of irrelevant. Our job is to serve you to your highest truth. Okay, so you'll have the opportunity to book a totally free 60-minute call, and you'll speak to either me or one of my team members that are trained and compassionate and loving and want to serve you to get to the bottom of why you're struggling. It's never what you think. Just like a massage therapist has a client that comes in with symptoms and the client says, no, I think the issue is my neck, and you really know it's something else going on. We are just so expert at diagnosing and getting to the truth of what is really going on in your massage practice so that we can help you get where you want to go. And if we can't help you, then we'll let you know that. We'll point you to some other options that might serve you best. Okay. So don't hesitate. If you're just wanting clarity and to talk through some things and to really figure out where you need to go, then I just invite you to schedule those calls. They're free. We have so many openings every week, so just go grab one. Okay. All right, you guys, rock on. Thanks for spending time with me today, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.